All right, so it's leg day, and it's become clear that quite a quite a few people I know are beginners, and they have questions that I think would be great to address in like a video format. And this way, if someone else has a question, maybe it's easier for them to find this resource without the embarrassment. Because I feel like some people are embarrassed to ask questions, and you shouldn't be. But I'm here to help you out, so you don't feel that way. Leg press. I'm using the leg press to build my quads. You can use it to build other muscle groups, but I'm going to say 60-70% of the time it's better for quads. And it's just because of all the science stuff that isn't necessary to go into. What we care about is foot placement. If I put my feet really high, you can use a bit more hamstring, but like I said, it's not the best exercise for this. We want to focus on quads. So really your foot placement should be relatively low, somewhere from here to here, so middle of the platform towards the bottom. And what we're looking for is to try and make it feel like we're bringing our heels to our butt. So now that we've set our feet low and about as wide as our hips, you just want to, in a controlled fashion, bring the weight down until your thighs touch your belly. Touch my belly and up, and just like that. If you can, make the reps continuous, but if it's safer, you can stop. Just don't lock your knees out. Stop right before the lockout. You can take a deep breath. And again. Now, on the leg press, this one does not have any special safety mechanisms in it, but some have safety set up. So set them up so you don't get stuck. Also, I recommend learning to set the position of the back. If it's upright, it'll keep you from getting a deep leg press. If it's further back, your chest and your belly are out of the way, and you can focus on bringing your knees into your chest. So if I were super upright, like the seat we're here, I'm already almost at full range of motion. But if I'm back here, I have all this extra room to bring my thighs to my chest. And you want to get nice deep reps so that way the muscles are working for longer. And if they're under tension for a longer distance, they're going to get worked harder. And it'll make it harder to lift heavier weight. And that's what you want to do. You want to make it hard to lift, because if you can make it easy to lift, you're going to start piling on weights. And if we've all seen it, the guy who does the half reps, their legs just kind of eat, and they have chicken legs. You don't want to be that guy. It's also very dangerous, and you're the guy hogging all the weights at the gym. So if you can do these right, you shouldn't need a lot of weight. I have the same size legs I had last time, and the last time I used to put a ton of weight on this machine. I've changed my way of lifting, and my legs haven't gotten any smaller, and they've started to get bigger. So it's not about how much weight you have on here, it's how hard you work. And there's a lot of different ways to make yourself work harder. Controlling the weight with a good tempo, down and up. Making your reps continuous will make the reps harder. Taking short rest periods between your sets will make it harder. And then lifting in a rep range that's challenging. Here, I like the higher rep range for the thighs. It makes them burn more, it makes it harder for me. So I like to stick between 12 and 15 reps. I'll get fatigued and I'll get less than 12, but with my heaviest weight, I want to try to get 12 to 15 reps when I'm fresh. As I'm tired, it'll go from like 15 reps to 12 to 10 to 8, and that's okay because I'm working fast and my legs are just giving out. So, lift with good technique, pick good exercise for the muscle, get better at it, and make it harder to get better at it by challenging yourself in different ways. And then if it's just too easy to lift the weight, you've graduated, add a little bit of weight on. You don't need to add more than, for legs, I would say you don't need to add more than 5 or 10%. For bench press, for barbell rows, I literally put a 2.5 pound weight on each side when I increase the weight. That's why they exist. It's so that you can make small improvements. With legs, sometimes I can put a couple 10s on, maybe some 25s. It really just depends. But in the end, as long as you're lifting safely and you're pushing yourself really hard, you can make any muscle grow in any rep range. You just need to make sure you're putting your best effort forward. It's not about just lifting the most weight in the gym. It's a quick way to get yourself hurt and You know, it's just not a enjoyable way of training.